Disclaimer: the following narrative is based on open source reports and public claims.
The war in Ukraine has once again sparked a conversation that's making military analysts pause, not because of shifting front lines or another Western aid package, but because of a name that sounds simple yet carries strategic weight: Oreshnik. This term has begun circulating across geopolitical discussions as a sign that Russia may still be holding cards it hasn't fully revealed. What's interesting is that this conversation didn't come from official NATO briefings or government statements. Instead, it emerged from analysts reading patterns, connecting dots, and asking uncomfortable questions. In modern warfare, the most dangerous factor is often not what's visible, but what remains unclear. And Oreshnik fits perfectly into that category. Is it a new weapon, a new tactic, or simply a strategic label? That uncertainty alone is what makes this topic worth a closer look. When a weapon's name starts trending without solid technical details, two possibilities usually exist. Either the system is intentionally classified, or the name itself is being used as a strategic signal. In Oreshnik's case, many analysts lean toward the second option. Russia has a long history of keeping specifics quiet while still sending clear messages. Here, Oreshnik functions less as a hardware reveal and more as psychological pressure. Opponents are forced to speculate, reassess risks, and allocate resources just to prepare for what might exist. From a military standpoint, that's a smart move. Without launching a massive demonstration, Russia creates uncertainty. And in a prolonged conflict, uncertainty can be just as powerful as firepower. There's no denying that Russia is operating under immense pressure. Economic sanctions, political isolation, and a long-running conflict would strain any nation. Yet one reality stands out: Russia continues to adapt. Many observers point out that Moscow treats real combat experience as a live testing ground. Successes are analyzed, failures are adjusted. This doesn't mean every move is perfect, but it does show a pragmatic mindset. In warfare, pragmatism often matters more than cutting-edge technology alone. Oreshnik, in this sense, is framed as part of that adaptive process. Not a claim of absolute dominance, but a signal that Russia is still learning, adjusting, and remaining relevant in modern conflict. The phrase "NATO shocked" sounds dramatic, but its real meaning is more subtle. What's actually happening is increased caution and reassessment. Western air defense systems are advanced, but no system is truly invulnerable. Any sign of a new Russian approach forces NATO and its allies to reevaluate old assumptions. From Russia's perspective, that alone counts as a strategic success. Without escalating into a major confrontation, Moscow compels its opponents to stay alert, spend more, and think harder. In modern warfare, forcing your adversary into constant readiness is a form of pressure that shouldn't be underestimated. The Ukraine conflict has clearly evolved beyond territorial disputes. It has become a war of technology, defense industries, and global perception. Every mention of a new weapon instantly affects public opinion, arms markets, and political calculations. Russia appears to understand this dynamic well. Oreshnik, regardless of its exact form, sends a broader message. Russia still possesses industrial and technological capacity. This message isn't aimed solely at NATO. It's also directed at allies, partners, and neutral countries watching closely. In geopolitics, perception often carries as much weight as battlefield reality. It's important to stay grounded. No single weapon instantly changes the course of a war. Oreshnik is not portrayed as a game changer, but as part of a long-term strategy. Logistics, troop morale, intelligence, and international support remain decisive factors. Still, Russia demonstrates something critical. It still has options. And in a prolonged conflict, having options keeps opponents from becoming overly confident. That alone can influence strategic decision-making over time. In the end, the discussion around Oreshnik highlights a key reality of modern warfare. It's not only about who has the strongest weapons, but who can apply sustained pressure over time. Through this narrative, Russia shows that it remains an actor that cannot be ignored. Now the question turns to you. Do narratives about new weapons like Oreshnik genuinely shape the course of conflict? Or are they primarily tools in the information war? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want balanced, sharp, and level-headed geopolitical analysis without relying on exaggerated headlines, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Because understanding context often matters far more than reacting to the headline alone.